It is 3:17 a.m. The house is silent. You are warm, resting deeply. Then, the call comes. The familiar pressure. You have to get up. This is arguably the most dangerous 3 minutes of your entire day. You shuffle your feet, you find your slippers, you sit up slowly on the edge of the bed. You're following all the rules. You pause for a moment. You think, I feel okay. Then, you push off the mattress and you stand up. That is when the room starts to tilt. It's not just normal sleepiness. It's a sudden, sickening rush. The dizziness slams into you like a physical force. The ceiling spins. The floor rushes toward your face. You reach for the wall. You try to catch yourself, but your legs are weak, like rubber. And then, you are down. The impact is shocking. The pain is immediate. That fall, that moment of sheer terror and helplessness, was not an accident. It was a planned ambush. And the trigger for that ambush was likely a common pill you took with your dinner hours earlier. We are talking today about orthostatic hypotension. That is the medical term for the sudden drop in blood pressure when you go from lying down to standing up. But for people over 60, especially those managing common health conditions, this sudden drop is often magnified tenfold by an invisible factor: the medication reaching its peak effect while you are sleeping. This is the hidden crisis happening in millions of senior bedrooms every single night. You are taking your medication exactly as prescribed. You are doing everything right to manage your heart, your blood pressure, or your prostate. Yet, this very act of self-care is creating a chemical vulnerability that peaks right around the time your bladder wakes you up. Let's be extremely clear about the mechanism of danger. When you are lying down, your blood pressure is naturally lower. Your heart does not have to fight gravity. When you stand up, gravity pulls about a pint of blood down to your legs and abdomen. In a younger person, the body instantly compensates. The blood vessels tighten up quickly. The heart rate jumps slightly. Your pressure holds steady. But when we are over 60, our reflexes are slower. The vessel walls are stiffer. That delay in compensation is just long enough to cause lightheadedness. Now, add the crucial variable. A pill designed specifically to open or relax those blood vessels is working hard in your system. Your body wants to compensate by tightening the vessels. Your medication insists on keeping them open and relaxed. It's a tug of war at 3 a.m., and the medication usually wins. That rush of blood to your feet becomes a sudden, dangerous loss of pressure in your brain. That is the dizzy spell. That is the fall risk. We must stop thinking of night falls as clumsy accidents. We need to start treating them as predictable drug reactions. So which common pills are the major culprits? We have to look at medications that aggressively manage pressure through vasodilation, meaning they widen your veins and arteries. If you are taking medication for high blood pressure, you are already in a high-risk category for this nighttime phenomenon. But there are specific types of blood pressure pills that pose a unique and extreme danger at night. For example, alpha blockers. These medications are powerful vasodilators. They relax muscles in the walls of small arteries and veins. They are often prescribed not just for hypertension, but also very commonly for men dealing with prostate issues. They are incredibly effective. But their power is what makes them dangerous when you stand up suddenly in the dark. If you take your dose in the morning or early afternoon, the concentration in your bloodstream might be perfectly safe during the day. You are up, moving, and your body is compensating. But depending on the half-life of that specific drug, how long it takes to clear your system, the pill's maximum effect might synchronize perfectly with your nightly bathroom trip. Imagine you take your pill at 7 p.m. with dinner. By 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., that compound is hitting its stride, actively working to keep your pressure low. Then you stand up. The gravity drain is instantaneous. The drug is preventing your blood vessels from tightening up to fight the drain. The result is a pressure crash, a dangerous drop of 20 points or more in systolic pressure. Now, we need to zero in on the specific medications that fall into this category. It is absolutely vital that you identify if you are taking one of these pressure-lowering medications that is also commonly prescribed for prostate health. The overlap creates a dual risk for men over the age of 60. This category is responsible for a huge number of nighttime falls, yet many patients are never fully warned about the timing risk. You might be taking this pill right now, completely unaware that you are setting a timer for a 3 a.m. pressure drop. In our next segment, we will list the common names of these alpha blockers and discuss the exact timing adjustments you need to make today to minimize this extreme nighttime fall risk. We need to turn that dangerous 3 minutes into a safe routine. Stay with us. We established the frightening scene, the dark bedroom, the urgent need to get up, and that sudden, dangerous rush of dizziness. This immediate drop, this powerful head rush, is usually not a symptom of old age itself. It is a sign of improper chemistry. The chemical culprit is often hiding right in your pill box. Specifically, the risk of a severe nighttime pressure drop often traces back to medication taken for high blood pressure. These are known as antihypertensives. But we need to narrow this down further. Not all blood pressure pills cause the same risk profile when you stand up in the dark. We are specifically targeting the medications that drastically affect your fluid volume and your body's immediate ability to constrict blood vessels. The first group, you must be highly aware of, are diuretics, commonly known as water pills. These medications are highly effective at lowering pressure by forcing your kidneys to flush salt and water out of your system. They reduce the total volume of blood circulating in your body. Now, imagine your body standing up quickly. Your circulatory system relies on gravity and volume to maintain flow to your brain. When you are lying flat, this volume is distributed evenly. But the moment you sit up, gravity pulls the remaining reduced blood volume down into your feet and belly. If you have been taking a diuretic, your total blood volume is already low. You are running on half a tank. Your body's emergency defense system, the reflex that constricts vessels to push blood up, cannot compensate quickly enough for the sudden drain. It is like trying to turn on a garden hose when the water pressure in the pipes is already dangerously low. The water simply won't reach the sprinkler. This is the mechanical reason behind that sudden pressure drop and the resulting blackout feeling. You stand up, your brain is briefly starved of oxygen, and you fall back down. Common names for these fluid-reducing pills include hydrochlorothiazide, furosemide, or sometimes they are combined with other treatments. But the risk doesn't stop only with water pills. We also have to watch the group of drugs called alpha blockers. These are highly effective for lowering pressure, but they work by relaxing the walls of your blood vessels. Relaxed vessels are wonderful for maintaining low pressure when you are resting, but they are disastrous when you need an immediate pressure boost. When you stand up, your body needs those vessels to instantly squeeze tight and push blood upwards. Alpha blockers prevent this quick, powerful constriction from happening. They keep the vessels wide open, allowing the blood pressure to pool quickly in your lower body. Think of these drugs as turning off the body's ability to use its emergency hydraulic brakes. Common examples here include drugs like prazosin or terazosin, though they might be used for other issues besides just blood pressure, like prostate enlargement. The crucial link here is understanding that all these highly effective medicines have one common danger point for seniors: the delayed response time of the circulatory system. We now understand the chemicals responsible for reducing the volume and the squeeze, but identifying the pill is only half the battle. The absolute key to avoiding that nighttime trip to the bathroom floor is understanding the timing of the dose. The danger of orthostatic hypotension peaks when the drug is most powerful. Is the peak action of your pressure-lowering pill hitting precisely 2 hours after you fall asleep, just as you are getting up for the first time? Or is your morning dose still too potent right before dinner? In the next part, we will map out the dosing schedules for the most common medications and show you exactly how to adjust the clock to create a critical window of safety when your feet hit the floor. We now understand the mechanics. We know this common pill, taken daily, is quietly lowering your pressure even while you sleep. And that drop becomes dangerous the moment you shift your body weight. The good news is that preventing this specific sudden drop, orthostatic hypotension, is entirely within your control. It requires a fundamental shift in your nighttime routine. We call this the 3 stages of safety. This routine takes less than 60 seconds, but those 60 seconds are the difference between a restful night and a frightening emergency room visit. This is what you must train yourself to do every single time your feet approach the floor. Stage 1. The bed check. You wake up. Maybe your bladder is demanding attention, or maybe you just shifted position. The urge to bolt upright is strong. Resist it immediately. Do not move your head faster than a gentle turn. While still lying flat, move your feet and ankles, wiggle your toes, flex your feet back toward your shins. Do 10 repetitions on each foot. This is not exercise. This is a deliberate signal to your circulatory system. You are telling your blood vessels, wake up, we are about to change gravity. Pumping your lower extremities helps push some of the pooled blood back up toward your heart and brain. It starts the internal pressure adjustment while you are still safe and horizontal. After the 10 repetitions, clench your fists and relax them. Shrug your shoulders gently toward your ears. These small muscle movements increase peripheral blood flow. We are prepping the system slowly. Stage 2. The edge pause. Now move to the next stage. Roll over onto your side. Use your elbows to push your torso up into a sitting position. Do this slowly. Think about moving through molasses. Swing your legs over the side of the bed. They should now be dangling, feet flat on the floor, or resting on thick slippers. This is the most critical checkpoint. You must pause here for a full 30 seconds. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not tell yourself you feel fine. This pause is mandatory. The moment you move from lying down to sitting up, gravity begins its pull. Your blood pressure attempts to compensate. If you stand too quickly, the pressure will not stabilize and the blood will rush away from your brain. This causes the famous dizzy spell. During this 30-second pause, hold onto the mattress or a nightstand firmly. Look straight ahead. Notice how your body feels. Is the room spinning? Is there even the slightest hint of lightheadedness? If you feel even slightly unwell, recline immediately. Lie back down for a full minute and start stage 1 again. Your safety is not a negotiable timeline. If you feel completely clear, proceed to the final step. Stage 3. The structured stand. Before you put weight on your feet, make sure your destination is clear. Use the light switch. If you cannot reach the switch, use a nightlight or a flashlight, which you should always keep within arm's reach. Never walk in the dark when managing pressure medication. Lean slightly forward. Place both hands firmly on a stable surface, a walker, a heavy piece of furniture, or a sturdy railing. Do not rely on a flimsy chair or your partner's arm. Now, push yourself up into a standing position. Do not look down at your feet. Keep your eyes level with the wall. Standing up is a powerful gravitational shock. Looking down accelerates the feeling of dizziness. Stand for another 15 seconds. Let your legs settle under you. Ensure your balance is steady. Take 2 deep, slow breaths. Only when you confirm absolute steadiness do you take your first cautious step. Remember, 60 seconds total. Wiggle, sit, stand. Do this every single time you wake up. Timing adjustments and hidden risks. Following this routine protects you immediately, but we can reduce the risk even further by adjusting the timing of the pill itself. If the common pill we discussed, the one targeting blood pressure or prostate issues, is taken in the morning, its peak pressure-lowering effect often occurs right around the time you are winding down for bed. If you are experiencing severe dizziness at night, talk to your doctor about shifting the medication timing. For many people, taking this pill with their evening meal or even right before bed can help synchronize its peak effect with the longest period of lying flat. This allows your body to adjust while you are fully horizontal and safe. Do not change the dosage or timing yourself. You must discuss this adjustment with your prescribing physician. There are also compounding factors that make this danger worse. The combination of this pressure-dropping medication with other factors can be catastrophic. First, hydration. Mild dehydration significantly lowers your blood volume, making it much harder for your body to regulate blood pressure quickly. If you are drinking less water late in the day to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, you are actually increasing your fall risk. A small, intentional glass of water before dinner is a smart preventative measure. Second, alcohol. Even one drink with dinner dramatically impairs your body's ability to adjust pressure and affects your balance and judgment. Alcohol is a powerful vasodilator, meaning it widens blood vessels. If you are taking a medication that already widens vessels, alcohol creates a dangerously low-pressure spike. Avoid alcohol completely on nights when you anticipate needing to get up. Third, hot environments. If you take long, hot showers or baths before bed, the heat causes your blood vessels to dilate rapidly. When you step out of the shower and then lie down, the pressure drop can be intense. If your evening routine includes a hot soak, increase the pause time in stage 2 significantly. Sit on the edge of the tub or the bed for a full minute before attempting to stand. Managing this risk is about managing your schedule, not just your medication. But what if the fall risk isn't just about getting out of bed? What if you are sitting in a chair, stand up, and the room starts to tilt? And what about that other major class of medication, the one often called a water pill, that also plays a huge quiet role in nighttime safety? In our final part, we will explore the dangers of diuretic use alongside this pressure medication and create a comprehensive checklist for safe standing no matter where you are in the house. We will make sure your safety strategy covers every hour of the day. This focus on the timing of that common blood pressure pill is crucial. If you usually take this type of medication first thing in the morning, think about when its power peaks. For many people, the maximum blood pressure drop happens 4 to 6 hours after taking the dose. That's mid-morning when you are already active and moving. But remember, the medication stays active in your system much longer. It's that lingering, powerful effect that leaves you vulnerable around 3 a.m. This is why managing the timing with your doctor's approval becomes your single strongest defense against the nightfall. If you are currently taking your pressure medication at 7 a.m., talk to your doctor about potentially shifting the schedule. Could taking the dose later in the day, perhaps around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., change the timing of that dangerous pressure low? By shifting the peak effect to early evening, you might be able to ensure that the medication's residual strength is significantly lower by the time 3 a.m. rolls around. This simple adjustment is not a fix for everyone. It depends heavily on the specific medication, the dosage, and your overall health profile. But it is a conversation you must have. Do not adjust the timing of any prescription pill without speaking to your physician or pharmacist first. Write down the question exactly as we discussed it. Doctor, I am concerned that the trough effect of my blood pressure pill is causing orthostatic hypotension when I wake up at 3 a.m. Could we safely adjust the timing to later in the afternoon? Be clear, be firm, and demand a safety review of your medication timing. Now, let's talk about another timing trap, diuretics, often known as water pills. These are frequently combined with the pressure-dropping medications we discussed. A diuretic's purpose is to make you urinate more, reducing fluid volume and lowering pressure. If you take a diuretic late in the afternoon, you are practically guaranteeing several trips to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Every extra trip increases your chances of encountering that sudden, dangerous pressure drop. If you are taking a diuretic, ensure that the dose is taken early in the morning, usually before noon. This minimizes the medication's pull on you during the sleeping hours. Less need to get up means less risk of standing up too quickly while your pressure is low. What if timing adjustments aren't possible? What if you have done everything right, but you wake up in the dead of night needing to get up immediately? You feel the urgency, and your brain is still foggy from sleep. This is where the final preparation step, the pre-flight checklist, saves your life. Before you even think about swinging your legs over the side of the bed, you must perform 2 simple, powerful exercises. These exercises are designed to manually push blood back up to your brain and increase your pressure just enough to stabilize you. Exercise. Number 1. The foot pump. While still lying in bed, begin rapidly flexing and pointing your toes. Think about pressing your foot down, then pulling it back toward your shin. Do this quickly. 30 repetitions on each foot. This engages the calf muscles, which are often called the body's second heart. Pumping those calves forces blood back toward the core, counteracting the pooling that occurred while you were lying flat. Do not rush this. 30 seconds of foot pumping is a tiny price to pay for preventing a fracture. Exercise number 2. The sitting clench. Once you are sitting up, but before your feet hit the floor, perform a deep 5-second clench of your fists, arms, and lower body muscles. Clench your buttocks, clench your thighs, squeeze your hand into a tight ball. Hold that tension hard for 5 slow seconds. Release. Do this clench and release motion 3 times. This rapid systemic muscular contraction provides a momentary spike in your overall blood pressure. It's a quick shot of internal adrenaline without the medication side effects. After you have completed the foot pump and the sitting clench sequence, then, and only then, slowly put your feet on the floor. Pause there for at least 30 seconds. Check in with your body. Do you feel dizzy? Are the lights dimming? Is there any pressure or ringing in your ears? If the answer is yes, do not stand up. Lie back down immediately. Wait 2 full minutes and repeat the full pre-flight checklist. Never negotiate with dizziness. If the feeling is present, standing up is a guaranteed risk. These physical techniques combined with the necessary medication timing conversation give you a powerful set of tools to secure your safety tonight. You have now mastered the critical connection between that common pill, the dangerous 3 a.m. moment, and the immediate action required to prevent a fall. But there is one final silent risk factor often overlooked by seniors focused only on their blood pressure. This involves what you might be putting into your body during the day. Something as simple as a low-salt diet or a common summer practice can unintentionally strip your body of the minerals needed to regulate pressure during the night. If your sodium and potassium levels are too low, that common blood pressure pill becomes far more dangerous. In our next segment, we will uncover how poor hydration and low electrolyte levels amplify the dangers of orthostatic hypotension.